flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Rick, just to let you know, there's only myself and Zach and you tonight, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Glad I could make it.
Yeah, I'm glad you could too. I'll call the regular city council meeting to order, and I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
And a second.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0. Number 4, approval of the consent agenda. I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? There being none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0. Well, we've got a group with us tonight, and the Marion High School cross-country team. So congratulations, you guys. And I have a proclamation I want to read to you. This is honoring the Marion High School's 2022 cross-country third place finish at the Kansas State cross-country meet. This is dated November 14th, 2022. Whereas the hard work, dedication, sportsmanship, talent, and exceptional team chemistry of the 2022 Marion High School cross-country team, consisting of Gavin Wasmith, Luke Wessel, Eli Klenda, Christopher Berry, Christian Dye, Harrison Berry, Owen White, Keenan Lang, Gabe Hassenbach, Jackson Salisbury, and Sam Calvert has enabled these students to earn a third place finish at the Kansas State cross country meet. And whereas placing third in the Class 2A Kansas High School Athletic Association State cross country meet brought honor to Marion High School and the city of Marion on the local and state level. And whereas head coach Jason Hett, assistant coach Dawson Bramer, and manager Sadie Lang, team member, parents, faculty, and student body of Marion High School were integral in guiding the team to success through their unwavering support. Now therefore, I, David Mayfield, Mayor of the City of Marion, and the entire City Council of City of Marion, do hereby recognize and heartily congratulate the Marion High School cross-country team on its outstanding accomplishment. In witness thereof, I, David Mayfield, hereunto set my hand and cause to be affixed the great seal of the City of Marion on this 14th day of November 2022. Congratulations, you guys. You represented us well. When was the last time our team placed third or better at state?
1998.
1998. Well, that's quite an accomplishment, you guys. You got something to,
Congratulations, guys.
yeah, you got something to really brag about. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Okay. Moving right along.
Yeah, you guys don't have to stay.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Way to go, guys.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Proud of you guys.
Yeah, good point. Okay, number 6 on the agenda is Kansas Power Pool Annual Meeting Voting Delegates. Mark?
Yeah, the Kansas Power Pool annual meeting is December the 9th at the KMU offices in Firsham. John Wheeler is our member of the board, but the delegates are appointed by you. He has, I think, served in this capacity before, and he's agreed to do so. You also appoint 2 alternates. Jason, just in case, John can't make it, then we get alternate number 1, and both of them fall with their head under them while alternate number 2 comes into play. I always go to the KPP monthly board meeting.
Okay.
So,
So, Rick, were you able to hear what he said?
Yes, John and him.
Okay. Well, and there's also a third person, which would be an alternate. So I would move to appoint Mark Skiles as the second alternate, and myself as the third alternate, and the number 1 representative voting delegate would be John Wheeler. I'll make that a motion.
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion?
None.
Okay, being none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. I know you're a little under the weather. Number 8, approval of the 2023 council meeting dates. Tiffany?
Pay schedule first. Number 7.
Oh, you're right.
The most important.
2023 pay schedule.
So I put together the pay schedule for next year, based upon our monthly, our 26 pay period pay schedule, which also includes the holidays down at the bottom. We just need approval of that,
Okay.
so we know when to pay next year.
Okay, also move to approve the 2023 pay schedule. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0. Number 8, approval of the 2023 council meeting dates. Tiffany?
Same thing, basically, this has been prepared, for the way the calendar falls. It includes, or it takes into consideration the holidays. If a holiday were to fall on a Monday, it bumps it, to the Tuesday. If you look at the last meeting of the, year, it actually bumps it to a Friday.
Okay,
Because we are closed Monday and Tuesday for the Christmas holiday.
okay. So I'll make a motion to approve the 2023 council meeting dates. Second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0. Number 9, Housing Authority unexpired term appointment. And I have a recommendation of Jay Christensen for that position, and I would so move to appoint him to the Housing Authority unexpired term. Do you hear a second?
Second.
Second.
Been moved, that's all right. Been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0. Number 10, 2022 KDOT cost share engineering contract. Darren Newfield.
Good evening, in front of you tonight, we have our contract for our engineering design services for the cost share. Thank goodness we finally got it. I think, if I went back and looked right, I think that was our 4th application for that particular, section of the cost share for that project. So, after 4 times, we were awarded the funding, so we are presenting this contract to do the design and then construction inspection for that project. The construction inspection, well, I guess both of these are actually paid for by the city. This in the cost share program, only the construction itself is a cost share.
Okay.
And then these are the amounts shown here, what we presented to you back when we did the last application period in, August, September, whenever we turned it in.
So it's all the same as it was.
It's the same as what we had presented to you before, as
Okay.
far as cost.
Alright. I'll, make a motion to approve the 2022 KDOT cost share engineering contract. Do I hear a second?
I
You did?
second.
Okay. Been moved, that's all right. Been moved and seconded, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Oh, let's have some discussion, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Darren, on 1.2110, there's a deal on the last line that says USD 398.
Oh, yeah, that should have been taken out, that was, yeah,
Yeah, what?
that should not be in there. That was left over from another contract with another city on a cost share, so we will scratch that. So the cost breakdown, that was another location where the USD and the city were splitting the design money. So this one is all City of Marion, so we will scratch that last line.
So you're gonna amend what now?
1.2.10, we will amend that paragraph, to remove an invoice to USD 398 for their share of the work completed during that period. Basically, we'll just scratch the last, 2 lines with the accepted award contract. From contract, instead of a comma, it'd be a period, and then scratch the rest of that sentence, the final sentence.
Okay, well then I would amend the motion to reflect that. Is that satisfactory, Ruth?
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you, Ruth.
Welcome.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye?
I'm abstaining.
Okay. 2, 4, 1 abstention, abstention goes with the majority.
Okay, that's you and me.
Yeah. Okay, number 11, fire department request of reallocation of equipment reserve fund. Chris?
How are y'all?
Good.
So there was money allocated, to purchase and put into service, truck 1375, and there is money left over from that. And I have talked to the townships some about this. I don't have any hard numbers. I have ideas, I've got guesstimates. Anyway, truck 1372, which is basically our first out truck for grass fires. It has a fiberglass tank and it is cracked. We have tried to repair it multiple times. Well, we have repaired it multiple times. Last time being this spring. Anyway, that big fire we had out east, the Middle Creek fire,
Mm-hmm.
the ground is pretty rough. Anyway, the tank is cracked, will not hold water, and in my opinion, it's not repairable. So I'm asking if we can reallocate some of those funds from the 1374 truck to repair this truck.
What was the cost estimate? You gave me one.
Okay, the cost guesstimate
Yes, yes.
I received from Weiss for the tank itself was, he said $6,800. That was,
Okay.
okay, so then there would be, because of the design of the tank, it's a polymer tank instead of fiberglass. It's a poly tank instead of fiberglass. I will need to put a bed in the bottom of where that fiberglass tank came out of, so that's gonna be like a sheet of steel in there, and then incidentals, hoses, and fittings and all that, so I'm guessing that's gonna be like another $1,000 is what I need for that.
Okay, would this come out of this year's budget?
This would come out of the money from the townships had set aside to purchase and get 1375 up and running.
Right?
How much had we allocated for that truck?
Originally, it was allocated as $40,000.
And how much did we spend on it?
What is left is, the last number Tiffany gave me was $14,015 and some change.
25 cents.
Thank you.
Okay, my question is it in equipment reserve now?
Correct.
So we need to expend it this year?
If that's what you choose to do, yes. However, the flip side is that because it would be a township purchase,
Yes.
the purchase would have to occur in 2022 and the reimbursement would need to occur in 2022 as well. Time frame wise, I'm not sure how soon they can get the tank in, and that kind of thing.
Chris,
So-
do you know that?
He said it would be, he hoped December, but very well could be first part of January.
You said you have talked with townships, but you don't have anything solid from them yet?
Right, because I don't have hard numbers. I've talked to them and I've got tentative approval from them to do this, but I just don't have hard numbers. Like today, I give you a
Yeah.
guesstimate.
Well,
And they
does this
said,
take a budget amendment for 2023? Or would you do it as an encumbrance for 2022?
It depends on when the tank would be purchased. If the tank would be purchased at December 31st, it has to be an encumbrance of 2022.
Right.
You're talking about the date on the invoice.
and Weiss told me they could pre-bill us. I don't know if that's,
So,
I think if you could get us an invoice prior to December 31st, that would be great.
well,
okay.
Otherwise, see, the equipment reserve fund is already budgeted for 2023, so if we,
But we've blown our equipment reserve fund based on what I'm looking at in the treasurer's report for this year because of some overruns on the tractor that we didn't get reimbursed from the drainage district on. A vehicle expenditure that we didn't have, you know, not fire specifically, but just that fund as a whole. We've blown it already.
Okay, so this money, the way I understand it, is not part of that.
that's right.
Well, I mean, what we have on the agenda says reallocation of equipment reserve funds, and when I'm looking at equipment reserves in the treasurer's report in our packet, that's in the negative.
Well, either way, but, I mean, it's not a problem, I would approve it, and we'll take action on it tonight. It's just a matter of how do we pay for it and when, and do we need to do a budget amendment, and
Well, that's,
we'll
my
have to
thing is
figure all
timing,
that out.
right, of, do we, I mean, if we wait, are we better off waiting and having it hit in 2023, doing a budget amendment or whatever we need to do? and
Well,
have it come in
There's not
2023?
money in your 23 equipment reserve fund. I would say allow him to go forward and see what he can get done with the park, with the tank, if he can get it in. And they're not gonna know until.
But we're just blindly
Well,
giving, right,
that's where you're at, but the money to offset the purchase is actually coming from the
Yeah,
township.
the money's coming from the townships. They will reimburse the amount that we spend.
They would do.
But will that reimbursement occur in 22 or 23? Cause by the time we get the invoice and then bill it out,
Right.
then they get around to paying us. I mean, that's my concern, being timeframe wise,
Chris,
where we're at.
have a conversation with them and see how soon they can get her the money after you make them aware of the amount.
Okay.
Rick, you have any questions about this?
No, I'm fine, Dave.
Okay.
The bottom line is, this is our first out truck, we have gotta get this fixed.
For grass fires and
Yes.
things like that.
how much of a degraded state are we in? I mean, yes, I heard you say it's the first out truck right now, right? But we obviously, right, you have redundancies.
Oh,
Right,
absolutely.
so
We have-
how much of a degraded state are we in with it being right now where we're
Okay,
at?
so the best trucks for fighting grass fires are 5 tons, 74 and 75. But they are slow
Right,
to get to the scene. 72 is an F-450, it's got 400 gallons of water. You can get there pretty quickly, get things started, and then the 5 tons show up. So it's a matter of timing.
sure.
So the farther away the fire would be,
Yep.
the worse thing.
The further the.
The more
degradation.
critical is it's further away.
Yes.
Okay,
David, to answer your question, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to answer your question about the budget amendment. Yes, the budget amendment has to occur in 2022 before the end of the year because of the situation of the cash amount on there.
okay,
And we're already, I pulled the budget numbers too, and we're already budget authority wise overspent, so that has to occur too. Now, where that so equipment reserve is funded solely based upon transfers.
right.
So there has to be an additional transfer to be made. So whether that, I would guess utility fund, so I would just keep that in mind. I
We're
mean,
gonna
there's
do it
nothing,
anyway for.
there's nothing to come
reserve.
from, yeah,
From the
there's
general.
nothing to come from general fund.
Get us some costs as soon as you can,
Okay.
just
Sure.
as soon as you can, and then we'll take action on the budget amendment. There won't be any reason to take action on this tonight.
No,
We'll
well,
just take action on the
he
budget amendment.
needs authority to order the tank.
Right,
Okay,
they've come here twice, they've got dimensions, they're engineering it right now, and they're gonna give you a fixed price.
well, I don't think we did need to do that because this is a county thing, it's not a city thing. It's a reimbursement from the county for purchasing equipment for them that'll
Correct.
be used in the county.
Right.
So I don't think we need action on
It's
it,
still a part of our budget.
Right.
Our city, our.
which would be
county
taken
budget.
care of when we do the budget amendment for equipment reserve, right?
Does she send this company a check for the tank?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay,
and then the townships reimburse the city.
right, you're gonna have to authorize him to do something.
Okay.
I don't see what else you can do, and in 2 more weeks, we're just 2 weeks closer to December.
Well, we're talking, what's on the agenda though is reallocation of equipment reserve fund.
Correct, because it was set for this
I under-
truck purchase,
I
and he's
understand
going
that,
to use
but
it
we're
for
gonna
another
authorize,
truck.
we don't even know how much we're gonna authorize tonight.
Make it a not to exceed number.
Okay. Would you be comfortable with 7,800?
I believe I can make it happen.
Why don't you give it a little leeway and say,
Yeah, why don't we just do 9,000?
yeah, that'll.
Not to exceed
Not to
9,000.
exceed,
Okay.
yes.
Alright, well, I make a motion to, I'm not sure how I wanna word this exactly.
Authorize the purchase of
Yeah,
a not to exceed.
I make a motion to authorize the purchase of equipment for, truck number 1372 for the fire department, not to exceed in the amount of $9,000. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
It's not that I don't wanna do it, I'm just hesitant to just write, and I understand, we're doing a not to exceed, but to just write, how much are we delaying you if we say, can you come back to us in 2 weeks with like solid numbers? Is that going, how much,
Okay,
I mean, other than obviously 2 weeks, right?
Right,
Is there a lead time on the tank to get it?
Right, I don't know how fast they will get back to me and say, this is what we've got, this is how much it's gonna cost. And when they do that, I'd like to be able to say, yes, start yesterday.
Right.
But if I tell them they will probably give me the money, they may not want to start till,
Do you have authorization from your townships
yes,
to pay for this?
yes.
Then it's a moot point. It's not any money out of our pocket.
Well,
Well, I was gonna say, cause I asked him a second ago, and I thought you said you've talked to them initially, but we don't have anything.
okay, the townships?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a tentative approval, because I didn't have hard numbers for them. I still don't have hard numbers.
Right. And he's gonna have to come back to them before he comes to us.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to them, give them the $9,000 figure that we're talking about.
Not to exceed.
Right,
And if it comes in at 7,800, it's 7,800.
right.
You're gonna get into Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's gonna push you into next year.
Mhm. Okay, call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried, 3-0.
Thank you.
I
Give us some
would ask
figures right away.
that when you get the hard number, contact the township and see if they're comfortable.
Okay, I will.
That's all I'd ask.
Okay, I'll let Tiffany know also.
That'll be fine.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
councilor comments.
Thank you, Chris.
Ruth, you got anything?
Nothing, David.
Okay. Got it? Now, I don't either. So we'll move
Hang
along.
on, Chris,
Yeah.
talk about the new driveway down at the fire department.
Oh, yes, I wanted to thank you especially for ramrodding that and y'all for coming up with the funds. I don't know if y'all had seen the pad.
It was bad.
Yeah. Mark got his guys on that. I think Davey was in on that, and they poured us a beautiful new pad out there. It looks great.
When they originally poured that, did they not put enough base in it? Was
There
that
was
the
none.
problem, or
There
are
was
we
none.
going to China with this
There
thing?
was none.
Huh?
There was no bikes.
Really? I thought that's probably what the situation was, but it looks good.
Yeah.
We bought the concrete, the guys, demoed it, and then we in the city, Tim and his guys put the, rebar in. And then, Davey had provided the labor to pour it.
Great.
So it was kind of a joint effort. It was sorely needed because it was just gonna continue to get worse.
Yeah.
The water was.
No, it was getting worse and worse.
It looks nice, and then we put, 4, 5, 6 inches of, AB3 underneath it,
Yeah.
so.
Must be in good shape then.
Yeah.
And you got the trucks back inside?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know if you could drive on it for a while. or-
Well, Davey told us not to park on it for a while, but he said we just drive across it, that'd be all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, Clinton,
I've got nothing.
Margot?
No, except if Chris
Chris was here, we'd wish him a happy birthday tomorrow.
Maybe he'll watch it. Tiffany,
I have nothing further.
Mark?
That's it. Everything's going pretty smooth.
Okay, I'll move that we, no, public forum, anyone wish to speak in the public forum? I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to adjourn, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0.